Dear guests from the Nordic-Baltic region, both here in Kaunas and also in Lithuania, and joining us online. Welcome to the Nordic-Baltic Conference on Response to Children and Youth Delinquencies, efficient approaches to navigate high-risk behaviors. So I am Helene Nilsson, Director for the Nordic Council of Ministers Office in Lithuania, and I'm honored to be one of the hosts of this conference. And this will be my welcome speech before I go to my second role as a host. This is our second time in Lithuania when we gather since 2021, bringing together experts and practitioners from all 8 Baltic Nordic countries to discuss ways to strengthen the well-being of children and youth from a child and youth perspective. And today, with a focus on preventing delinquent behavior. We will explore good practices and develop new solutions to protect young people from harmful behavior and recurring delinquency. Following the Nordic conference in Stockholm last month, available online very soon, where we discussed the future of vulnerable children and youth, this conference in Kaunas continue our dialogue. We will cover topics like national policies, institutional services for high-risk adolescents, and community-based support models. Through our regional project on social and health issues from 2022 to 2024, the Nordic Council of Ministers' offices in the Baltic cities, or the Baltic countries, have been working to empower national and local authorities and practitioners with knowledge and tools to develop user-friendly services for vulnerable groups, including children and youth in challenging circumstances. The goal is to contribute to building a socially sustainable Nordic-Baltic region. We have organized study visits to Nordic countries for Baltic delegations, attended Nordic conferences, and established valuable contacts. We are very grateful for the support from our Nordic Council of Ministers senior advisors in Copenhagen, joining us online, college at Nordic Welfare Center in Stockholm, national authorities and NGOs in the Nordic countries, as well as the cooperation among Baltic authorities. Allow me to mention the Nordic national authorities, our partners. Icelandic Ministry of Education and Children, Danish Ministry of Social Affairs, Swedish Social Service Board, Swedish National Crime Center, Swedish National Board of Institutional Care, as well as Norwegian Directorate for Correctional Services, Prisons and Probation. Tremendous thanks to them, also for the Nordic NGOs, Idrottsprojekt and Game from Denmark, as well as Fryshuset from Sweden, for hosting our visits in the Nordic countries. During almost 3 years, we managed to create a great cooperation network among the Baltic authorities. Lithuanian Minister of Social Security and Labour, Lithuanian Minister of Education, Science and Sports, Latvian Ministry of Welfare, Latvian Minister of Justice, as well as Estonian Minister of Justice and Estonian Social Insurance Board. And we are pleased to learn that the interest of cooperation among the Nordic and Baltic countries is growing. We are delighted also to have representatives of our partner organizations as speakers or moderators at this conference. But before we dive into our topics, I want to emphasize my office commitment to amplifying the voice of children and youth in shaping a more inclusive society. To highlight this commitment, I'm excited to invite Rugile, a member of our office Youth Advisory Board, to join me on stage. Rugile is a high school student from a smaller town nearby Vilnius, and she will share her perspective with us and host this conference together with me. Rugile.
Thank you, Helen. Dear guests, live and online participants, I am very happy to be part of this event and to confront challenging yet essential topic on how to help children and young people with complex behavioral challenges at the national and local levels. During the conference, participants will be given an opportunity to meet and network with experts, policymakers, and practitioners from Baltic and the Nordic countries, representatives from civic society organizations. Dear guests and participants, I would also like to announce that the simultaneous translation from English to Lithuanian are now available for those on site here with us in Kaunas on Channel 1, and for those who's watching us on YouTube.
Some more practical information. Emergency exits are marked in green above our doors, and then you should just follow the stair to outside if any emergency will occur. There is also free access to Wi-Fi if you would like to use that. And for us here in Kaunas, the lunch will be served on first floor and the coffee just outside this room. If you have any other individual practical questions, I now would like to introduce my colleagues Vida, here waving on that side, as well as Cornelia somewhere also in the room, also on that side of the room. If you have any questions or inputs to us. Rugile.
So, dear guests, let's start and enjoy this wonderful journey.
So, we will also have another welcome speech or greetings. So, let's extend a warm welcome to the opening greetings from one of our esteemed partners, the Office of the Ombudsperson Child Rights in Lithuania. We are very thankful for our long partnership and thank you for inviting your colleagues both from Finland and Norway to attend this conference. Dear Edita Siobiene, Ombudsperson for the Child Rights in Lithuania, we kindly invite you to the stage.
Dear participants, it's not usual to speak in Lithuanian and English, not in Lithuanian, but it's very good occasion to come here and to meet everyone. First of all, I would like to thank organizers and especially Nordic Council of Ministers for this great possibility for everyone to come here. I think it's very important to have a network of experts from 8 countries. Usually we have only 1-2 guests and very national team. Today we have such a possibility having people from different fields and different countries and to share our experience. I think everyone is bringing their own puzzle, everyone's piece of puzzle, and finally we will have a picture. And I think it's very, very important for all of us. As we look to the practice of children's rights in our field, we see a lot of good changes, and of course we feel also challenges. We see changes in legislative field, we see changes in institutional framework, but on the other hand, even looking to these achievements, we understand that we need to change and to do a lot of things. And despite all the possibilities that we see, I think we don't see one country or dreamland where all children's rights are solved or violation does not occur. Violation occurs everywhere, and our cooperation is much more important, like on everyday field. And we understand that coming from different fields, like from psychology, education, health sectors, we are bringing everyone something, trying to solve children's rights issues. And today's topic is very, very challenging. I think challenge for everyone. When we look for response, we don't know the response. How to solve children and youth delinquency. usually media and some politicians are bringing, just say, from different perspective, and they understand that just looking only from increase of number of delinquency, and we try just to look through the field that we need to increase age of criminal responsibility. All of us, we understand that it's not a solution. And usually when we speak about delinquency, we use very different words. We speak about holistic differentiation and individualized approach. We think about prevention programs. We think about children's rights and also think about child need assessment. We always think about family support and also support for every member of a family, which is very important in every situation. So I think from today, why we came here today, we came here just to listen to each other and also create network, to share information and also to find the response. And it's not easy. And I think only just bringing such a possibility to discuss, we always like to find the best solution, but also to try to change general life. So I wish you the best possibility to share and to discuss. Thank you.